for Namibia to be seen or recognized on an international platform like that really does not happen often. So I really was not expecting it, but just trying to take in every moment and see how far I could get. Just being grateful for the organization to give myself and my country a chance.
I have the gorgeous, talented, and Chanique Rabe from Miss Supra. It's Supra. Let's get it right. It's Supranational, and she's here with Willem Fourie, the national director for Miss Supranational Namibia. So, in case you want to enter for next time, because you also want to put Namibia on the map, both of them are here. Welcome to 99 FM.
Thank you. Excited.
Thank you.
Now we're talking about it off air that you, when you were here earlier on for One Africa, our sister TV station, that you got a proposal. Very own Skaza. How was that? Already being asked, will you marry me?
Well, it just shows you how excited I am to be home, because I'm just going around. Oh no, it's so much fun just seeing everyone and catching up with everyone. The vibe here and the energy here at One Africa is amazing.
Awesome.
Honestly.
Love it.
And Willem, even off air, you were telling me about the beautiful reception that you guys received when you landed.
Oh wow! I can tell you, we never anticipated. We knew something was happening, but we didn't know to what extent it's going to happen.
Really?
And we had the Minister of Sport and Youth, the Minister of Arts, or the Deputy Minister of Arts and Culture. We had a whole police escort into town, and BMW escorted us. It was awesome. And then we went afterwards for a drive through the streets of Katatura, and people were running outside, and everybody. It was a big hype. So we were amazed.
I mean, for those that have been living under a rock, let's just give them the lowdown on why this is such an auspicious occasion for you, Chanique, is because you recently got crowned Miss Supranational Supranational in Poland, becoming the first, not just Namibian, but the first African to actually do so. And when you were just here the last time, we were just talking about preparations, and now bada boom, bada bang, look at you now.
Oh, girl. I am so grateful, so honored. I was just telling you off air, it feels like I was here yesterday. And can you believe the first international pageant ever where 2 African countries make top 5? First international pageant ever, and for Namibia to take the crown, I mean, that doesn't really happen in international pageants. And as this is one of the big top 5 Grand Slam international pageants, I think it's really something to be proud of, and I'm so excited that I can share this with my country.
And not just any 2 African countries, 2 sister countries, being Namibia and South Africa.
Yes. So me and Tato
were there. It's so beautiful. Willem, how did you prepare her for this? Because, like she had mentioned that taking this kind of accolade from being an African is very, very rare. And only in 2021 did you get the first African. I mean, so how did you go about it this time around to make sure that we clinch it and we have it in our grasp?
He's very strict.
Do you know 2019 when we went for the first time to Miss Supranational, we made it to first runner-up. So that means we came second. And obviously this time around, we had to win.
No, there was no other way.
There's no other way. And obviously, Chanique has worked very, very hard. We've traveled extensively up and down to South Africa. It's photo shoots, it's shopping, it's outfits, it's everything.
You make it sound so glitz and glam, though. It's
believe me, it's not. So we had spent a lot of time preparing, and obviously, to get her in a mental state that she can go onto that stage and just conquer the world. And it's not just all glitz and glamour, like she says. It's hard work.
Indeed. What was the experience like now for you? First, it was top 5. What was going through your mind when they got to the top 5?
Like I said previously, for Namibia to be seen or recognized on an international platform like that really does not happen often. So I really was not expecting it, but just trying to take in every moment and see how far I could get. Just being grateful for the organization to give myself and my country a chance.
But just between you and I, girl, did you know that you had it in the bag?
No, really. Like I know that I worked really, really hard for it, and I know that the second I got there, I really enjoyed every single moment of it. So I felt I was in a good headspace, and I felt that I was on a good journey, and I was doing well, but no, definitely not winning.
No, even like when they announced second princess goes to first princess.
Remember the girl that came first, the girl that got first runner-up from Puerto Rico? She, that country won 2 years prior. So to me, I was like, okay, well, this is going to happen.
So I'm just grateful to be top 5.
Honestly, yeah.
Just grateful for top 5. And then they said,
oh gosh, yeah.
We were very gobsmacked. Willem, for you, when they announced her name, what was going through your mind?
I jumped up, I screamed.
I heard him scream.
And the next minute I had a moment of shock, and I just stood there like, not thinking, oh my goodness, what just happened?
Yeah.
What have I gotten myself in for now?
He was like, oh shocks, this is now work.
This is becoming real.
But you know what? I the day of the event, I posted on her social media, and I just said, if there's anybody who deserves that crown, who's worked for it, I know, in fact, it's her. And because she's a very humble person, she's feet flat on the ground, she's easy to work with, and I know that organization is going to have the time of their life working with her, and that is what it's about.
It is. What will you be focusing on during your reign, Chanique?
You know what is so special about the organization is that they give me the opportunity to spend some time in Poland, but they also allow me to come to my country and work with the people and the projects in my country. The organization will actually be visiting Namibia very shortly, and we'll be traveling through Namibia. Something I'll be focusing on is definitely the tourism industry. I mean, the tourism industry is one of our biggest income sectors in Namibia. It gone through a dip with the pandemic, so we will definitely be focusing on that with the International Miss Supranational organization. And then, of course, my projects. I have 2 junior sewing schools teaching boys and girls how to sew, giving them a life skill that they could use for the rest of their lives. And so we will definitely be growing those projects with African Monarch Lodges in the north and Hope Village here in Windhoek, not only in Namibia but in South Africa and abroad. So very excited
to go international. Definitely.
Indeed. Willem, give me the scoop. Give me the tea in terms of a national pageantry and some of the things that young girls should be looking at, because it's glitz and glamour, but it's not all pretty and beautiful.
No.
Yeah.
I think what a lot of girls make the mistake is they think they're just gonna come in there, get onto that stage, walk and take the crown.
Yeah.
And unfortunately it's way more beyond that. So you need to prepare yourself if you really, really want to win a national pageant even.
Yeah.
And know that it's hard work. And preparation doesn't happen overnight. So you need to be patient and you need to give it your all. And if you give it your all, I've seen with this young lady, it can happen. So anything is possible if you really put all the effort into it.
Yeah. But if I can add to that, I mean, they say that if you enjoy your work, if you enjoy what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And that's truly what it feels like to me. So I also feel that you have to really enjoy it to do it to the fullest. You have to enjoy what you're doing.
It's a commitment. It's not just a happening.
Yeah. You're in the spotlight now, more so than before, Chanique. I mean, you got a proposal. Someone else asked me, can they shoot their shot? So your DMM is going to be lit. And not everybody's going to like be for you. It's like, oh, but why Chanique? How are you handling the not only the negative publicity, but more so now that we are, social media-wise, anybody can get access to you as a public figure, air quote. Cyberbullying, how are you already handling that, and any advice to give in terms of handling that?
Well, I know that every title holder, once she's crowned, she receives some sort of negative reaction.
Yes.
It's obvious. It happens. It's realistic. I think in my case, coming from a small country with a very small pageant audience, and the other countries which comes from the contestants that come from big, they call it powerhouses or sashing countries. So as soon as I won and these other countries didn't place or win, their country's audience really I received some very negative reactions from them. But you know what? I just realized once again, it's not for me personally. It's just because they're upset because they're titled. They are so passionate about their title holders. And
they're patriotic about their own country.
Yeah. And you know what? I respect that. And I think I made a statement regarding the cyberbullying. And I think, being a beauty queen is definitely not what it meant 10 years ago. Today it means you have a voice, it means you can stand up for yourself. So that's something that I will be advocating this year. Stand up for yourself, and definitely don't focus on that. I mean, look at all this amazing energy and excitement in Namibia, coming home and celebrating with everyone. I am focused on that, and focused on like all the positivity that comes from all around the world. So definitely.
Willem, any parting words from you?
I think for me the most important thing is that we showed the world that Namibia can participate and win.
Yeah.
So that is important. So this is not the first time we're going to win. There's going to be plenty more coming.
The last time we're going to win.
Oh, no, not the last time, sorry, askew. So we're going to focus on that. And then exciting news is I spent time in Poland now with Chanique, and I was fortunate enough to watch the Mr. Supranational show. And we are going to host our very first Mr. Supranational show with the Miss Supranational Namibia show.
Hey.
And that's going to happen in the next couple of months. So it's going to be all on our social media,
we'll keep
on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm going to make sure you're in the front row.
Listen, this is me. 1, 2, 3, 3 6-packs. I don't know, sir. I don't know if those 6-packs can actually get us the crowd. I need to be there just to critique every single thing. No, congratulations again, and we're really looking forward, not just celebrating you being crowned, but the work that's going to be coming from the stage that you've been given. And Willem, my goodness, if it wasn't for you and what you've done, then we wouldn't have a Miss, Supranational. So
if you have passion, you do it.
You do it.
Yeah.
You do it. So we'll keep our lookout to those socials. If you could just give us the handles.
Miss Supranational Namibia on Facebook and Miss Supranational Namibia on Instagram.
Beautiful. We'll see you later on, because we're about to boogie here at 99
tonight.
So I had the amazing, isn't she just, I'm gushing, I'm girl crushing on Chanique, Miss Supranational, people. Willem Fourie, the national director thereof, they joined us in studio. Speaking of everything beautiful and everything natural and being a boss, here is Sally, Boss Madame, saying natural on 99 FM.